own towers up thanks to the Train Protector as well as the Battle Zeus and the Skywrath Mage, but then the team fight potential with the Phoenix as well. It's going to be hard for Na'Vi to push past towers too easily, but it should still be them taking all the tier 1s and tier 2s, I would guess, by about their 35-minute marker, and Na'Vi looking to end this game probably by about 45 to 55 minutes. Any later, and I feel like Hellraisers will actually start making the comeback and control the game, but we'll see how the flow goes.
Yeah, I'm predicting Hellraisers. I'm going to say Hellraisers win this game just because of their lineup, and I do agree they have the better late game. And this could be bad.
Yeah, a great start or a bad start for Hellraisers. Whoa, Artis actually, he's going to have to pop the doppelganger here. It's the first target jumped over to the right. They're trying to get as much damage, but they're spreading it too much. They could have gone for Vanscore. Oh, Snako, the last nuke. Oh my god, it did get him. I thought he was going to live, but the nuke's too strong for the Skywrath Mage, and they get that extra kill, first blood. I guess Artis had planned that out, knowing that they don't have the Sables on Na'Vi. He kind of put himself out there and said, oh, go ahead, you know, attack me. I have Doppelganger. You're not going to be able to chain stun me down. I'll easily be able to get out, which allows the rest of HR to actually press forward aggressively and look for that kill on one of the squishy supports, which they do get. So first play goes to them, and perhaps the bounty runes as well. Havost is going to be challenged here for this bottom rune. Quickly blinks himself away. It will be a bounty rune for the Phoenix. That is so nice to get, and Tinker will get the other bounty rune. So definitely a great start for Hellraisers here in the laning phase.
Yep. And, well, we see, I mean, you can see Sonico going mid lane here after his first blood. He has boots already to start off with, and that just goes to show you he's just running for his life, but his team basically killed him because of the Arc Knightlings. It's really funny to watch, but yeah, with his Phoenix picking that up, and not the Vince not being down here yet, this might be his fast level 2, and that's really what he needs. And we saw Tree get
I'm sure there's... It's not possible. It's not possible. Most having issues. Alright, so... I'd tell him to break a leg, but he'd probably do it literally. Alright, so Hellraisers, mid lane matchup. Tinker versus Templar Assassin. It's not that terrible for the Tinker, right? He just is constantly going to laser up Dendi, which forces him to miss some last hits. Should allow Afo later on, level 3 and 4, to spam out a lot of marching machines. This should be a pretty even matchup in my mind, CS-wise.
Yeah.
Even though Afo's taking a lot of harassment, Dendi's doing a great job positioning his side blades to get that extra bit of harassment onto Afo. As you can see, he's dropping quite low. Has his bottle on the way, though, and as soon as he gets that, should be fine. But maybe Snako coming in for the big play is going to be able to stun up Afo to start with, easily getting the second kill of the game. Na'Vi evening it up 1-1. At least the courier didn't get picked off. That's the one thing that you can really say. Oh, I thought he had bottle coming in, but that's just healing potion there for the Tinker.
Yeah, he's not doing too well this mid lane, and they have Dendi with bottle. Just gets killed top lane.
Train Protector ends up falling without the, well, it looks like he even did have living armor, but wasn't enough to save him against the heavy nukes and harassment of both Goddamn and Dread. Bit surprised that he dies there. I mean, I suppose the Phantom Lancer does have that slow, but between the Skywrath Mage and the Zeus is just primarily harassment damage and not really a whole lot of, you know, quick kill power in lane.
Alright, Dendi got a DD rune here. This mid lane's lost. He has boots now too. This is Tinker's, yeah, he's done for. It's done.
This is the nightmare. Surprised he hasn't even started out spamming out March of the Machines, putting those 2 levels into it now. It's not like you're really going to get a heat-seeking missile opportunity. Not up against a Templar Assassin. It would be super rare to see that.
Right.
So Afo rapidly losing control of this game and could be dying again here. Sineko's going to go for the dive. Will stun up Afo. The TP in is not going to be fast enough. It might get the return kill. In fact, yeah. Sineko, the potion is our bottle. Not going to be enough. So at least Skywrath Mage gets something out of that. But at this rate, Skywrath is going to have to, well, hell. It's going to have to pop concussive shot. I'm not sure why Dread is just staying here. Dendi almost got a good right click on him, and with Skywrath Mage starting out with no armor, that double damage is going to hurt a lot.
And, well, are they stacking anything for Tinker to come back in the Blazer? This should be Afo going down again.
Yep.
It's very unfortunate for him, and
down the Tinker over and over again, and Tinker doesn't really have the same recovery as, say, an SF does. Laser comes out, Dendi going to be stalled up, and he can't actually go for the kill anymore. It took them long enough.
Lane. Oh, Phobos going down. Dread on a killing spree.
Artez finds another one. So even if AFO is being kind of shut out by the constant rotations and just the general domination by Dendi, it is still Hellraisers who are finding some extra kills around the map. Seems like the Phoenix is doing pretty well for himself at level 3. 4 minutes in, not too bad. You compare that to DK Phobos, who's obviously playing his lane a lot more aggressively. He is level 4, but then again, the Phoenix hasn't died yet.
Yeah, and you see the Tinker going back for the boots here. He doesn't even have a bottle yet. That's how hard he's getting pressured out of this lane. And, well, at least with all the rotations, it does give Gork at least a good time in the off lane. But if we see Dendi snowballing this game, that could be a very fast red.
They're trying to get him, actually, it's going to be the Templar Assassin Illusion that could claim the kill as the leech sees slowly but surely, and it is Dendi with an Illusion. Gets the kill onto the Skywrath Mage. Again, the lack of armor definitely put the Skywrath Mage very exposed to all that physical damage.
That's just not even right. That's not even fair. And AFO, man, he's feeling the pain in this mid lane.
Oh, bottom. Quick jump away by Goretz. He is fine and will actually get some return damage on Animage, so.
Oh, actually, AA could be going down here. They don't have anything.
I think Avos just goes on a Dread. I'm not sure if Dread can really commit to this when he's going to try. He needs, just that last right click was enough. And Avos can't get the return kill onto the Skywrath Mage without any disables.
Yeah, if he was level 6, he would have gotten the kill on to Skywrath, but he's still only 5.5. So we're gonna see Zeus taking over the mid lane here, and well, Tinker's gonna be stacking doing jungle room. He's on jungle duty for a while here. Forced to go back to base. He's even got rearm at level 6. That's the hard life he's living right now.
Yeah, they have at least stacked up the jungle a little bit. Oh no, Phoenix gets picked off in the bottom lane. They didn't even use a Mana Void for that. Oh dear. So the rotation from Sineko does end up finding him. Fortified 6 minutes in. Kills all around the map. Keep on missing them. But at this point, I'm thinking Tinker, I mean, he's doing pretty good in CS if you actually look. 16-5 compared to like how many times he's been shut down by Sineko's rotations. He's died twice. He's been ganked 3 or 4 times. You know, he should be really floundering in CS, but he's actually, you know, getting something. And if he can make a recovery by a full-time jungle, support's really need to finish stacking for him, though. He's got to have some big triple or quad stacks. That's always the difficulty, is getting to that first Boots of Travel and Blink Dagger. After that point in time, the Tinker is sort of fine and self-sustaining, but
if he can take the enemy stacks, if they can find a way to get into the jungle and really go, and they have a lot of stacks on Navi's side, so if they scout this out with maybe an Invis rune or put some aggressive wards up, he could take them really easy before. I mean, I don't think Dendi's going to be doing them. They're going to just save it for Havos Battle Fury most likely, and that could be, well, Dendi's still not using his Midas.
Goretz gets a bit low, but will be able to make the dive away. The invisibility from Sineko, not quite good enough. So the Phoenix still keeping in pace here with the Treant Protector. They do have double pulls that the Treant Protector is probably going to try and interrupt. Oh, Goretz almost dies there. It's the blink forward from Havos. He tried to go for the Mana Void, but the Phoenix had enough mana to survive through that top lane. DK Phobos is going to be run down by Artez and Dread as the last couple of nukes, living armor or no, it's more than enough to get the kill.
Well, Phobos now has his Vlad, if that's what he wishes to get. He's got 1,900 gold. I don't think you go for Radiance, but at this rate, it seems like he's saving for it or something. And I don't know, I just think Navi are just going to be able to outgreed right now. They have the Midas already up on the TA, and they're just stacking. Let's see if Vinci gets a stack. Yeah, another stack. No, it didn't stack. That's kind of weird.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Either way, they do have ample opportunities to farm up the jungle. Middle lane, slowed down by the trap. Nice play. making sure that the Ancient Apparition isn't run down. Dendi, as you can see, has actually been jungling full-time. Didn't even go back there. He's going to be bottle crowing to make sure he can continue jungling, giving VincereTeam the opportunity to get his level 6 a little bit faster. Goretz, though, he's actually found this hard camp. This is huge.
Dendi's coming over, though.
Oh boy, this is going to be a bit close. Goretz, he's not going to get his level 6, I don't think, in time.
Oh, no.
Dendi sees him, and now Goretz is left kind of, what do I do? Navi doesn't actually know that he doesn't have Icarus dive. Dendi, calm down. He sees Goretz. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Goretz. Oh no, he's going to be found by Dendi, easily claiming the kill, and now we'll clean up the stack as well. Nice try by Goretz, but damage over time from that Fire Spirits just wasn't enough to clear through the camp fast enough. If he gotten his level 6, that could have been different. But now Goddamn's going to be run down by Dendi as well. There's going to be an additional kill at this rate, I suppose. Oh, jeez, just 2 shots, the Zeus. Dendi, with all that extra damage out from Beld and the refraction, easily claims another kill.
And there goes all the EXP to him.
And now Goretz, well, he's gone onto the Ancient Apparition, but he's put himself in a bad position where he can now be stunned up, slowed down by the Leech Seed, and he's probably going to go down as well. He gets off a good Fire Spirits, continuing to try and run and stay ahead of these 2 supports, but with the trap slowing him down, Dendi's here. Goretz will fall again, 6-6, and gets the last right click. Finally does manage to get the kill. 7-6 now for Navi. Link on the bottom lane. HR, Dread backing himself up away from Hovos. They're just desperately trying to get that little bit extra experience so they can finally have kill power. The Phoenix getting his ultimate. The Skywrath Mage also needing that Mystic Flare. Even the Zeus. It needs his ultimate in hands. HR just being trounced right now by Navi's superior experience lead.
Yeah, and Dendi just picked up a haste rune with a Yasha. Now he's using it and got him. Should be dead here. They don't really have, they don't really have any stuns to stop Dendi. They're gonna have to rely on this Diffusal Blade and making a mid lane. Well, he didn't use his trap. There goes though.
They silence him to make sure he can't Melt Strike. That's not going to do much to stop Dendi's right clicks. They will try and catch up still. Goretz trying to run him down. They also have the Rocket with a little bit extra damage, but still, he's got a refraction up.
Radiant's
and
top tower
the
is
haste
under
lasts
attack.
more than long enough for him to get out. So another successful pickoff for Dendi as he is just destroying this game right now. Artez is trying to claim this top tier 1 tower, but DK Phobos making it quite difficult for him with all of the living armor spam.
You know, one thing to note is, too, before those stacks, they had Afo Ninja. He picked up the rune, regen rune, and he decided to just go back to his jungle instead of trying to go take that stack from the enemy jungle. Maybe you could see that coming back to bite them, because they did give over those free 2 kills, and they still got the stack to Dendi that could come back to bite them. But he's recovered nicely just staying in his jungle, Afo. He needs 300 more gold, and he's going to have to spot. And well, PL soon with his Diffusal, that's going to be their time to put pressure. Havos, though, now finishing up his Battle Fury, though. So both teams, I would say their carries are doing fairly well. And it's just Dendi's just getting too many kills right now for free.
Yeah, Navi, I also like the fact that they're rotating up to the top lane. We saw the Vengeful Spirit come top. Now, Dendi has also gone up there because you look at that tier 1 tower. It was practically in deny range, and now it's already up to 900 HP. So that is a serious amount of missing gold on the side of Hellraisers that they just won't be able to claim unless they win some big team fight and 5-man down a tower. That living armor is just going to make things too difficult for them to get any tower bounty in their pockets.
Well, at least they are de-warding. They have two traps away from Dendi, and they got the ward from behind the tower. So they are lacking a little bit of vision here. And how's it looking? AA and Phoenix are both level 6. Thought they were going to go toe-to-toe down here. But I think there was... I don't know how VancereTeam knew there was a rune being put there. But he could be in trouble right here.
He's got to TP out if he really wants to. If he TPs right away, he should be fine. VancereTeam, are you going to react fast enough? TP's out? Yep, he's good. Oh, the Zeus ultimate, almost enough to finish him off. The Fire Spirits kill him inside of the fountain. The regen from the fountain wasn't enough. So they do get the kill primarily thanks to the ultimate of the Zeus adding in that extra bit of burst damage. But if he TP'd out just a little bit faster, VancereTeam would have survived.
Alright. And there we go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So now, okay. we didn't talk about this too, man. You remember this tier 1 tower top, right? It was dead. Almost, it had like 10 or 20% HP. Now it's at full. Oh,
I only said that like 2 minutes ago.
Well, I know, but I just noticed it again, and it's just disgusting. I can't believe it happened.
I mean, the Phantom Lancer can eat through the living armor charges pretty quickly if he's got illusions out and he's already beating on that tower, but they rotated in order to push him back, giving the time for the living armor to heal the tower back up to full, and now Train Protector, or rather the Phantom Lancer, is going to have to do it all over again. Navi now going to take this opportunity here to sneak in a Roshan. Bottom lane, both actually take some damage. They're going to go for the dive here, but with living armor and the natural tankiness of the animates versus magic damage, he will survive. And it looks like Navi will successfully sneak in this Roshan as well. Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast, it'll clip Goretz. They may try and go for the quick kill. He grabs the reach and they pop out of the pit, now trying to go for Goretz, who doesn't have enough mana. He's 2 mana short there of a supernova.
Top lane. They're going to be putting pressure. I thought somebody's getting dived. Tree did go down up here. So, but still Navi coming out way ahead of that.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to at least claim this tower. They have to do some 4 or 5 manning in order to get towers. But if Navi wanted to, really think they could play defense here. 5 seconds till the Ice Blast is up, but nobody's rotating, nobody's TPing. The tower will be claimed by Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, it's been really impressive from AFO just coming back in this game. I mean, you could just say too that Navi, they're just playing the farm game themselves, and they didn't really put anybody in the jungle. Maybe we would like to see Phobos, putting pressure on him, but he was trying to save that tower top, so he really couldn't, they're just stalling for time. But now with Dendi almost having his Desolator up, they're pushing it.
They got Taneko with another pick from the Phantom Lance, and then raw nukes of the Zeus. They're going to go back to middle lane, try and slow up Dendi as well.
I wonder if Dendi can go for Blink Dagger in this game. I mean, you kind of need it against the Tinker. You want to get in as close as you can to him, and then immediately blow him up. So well, maybe after this Deso.
At the same time, maybe, yeah, like the Blink Dagger to the Deso, but the I kind of like maybe just the raw fighting capability of Deso and maybe like straight BKB or something that allows them to just bully down towers. Like, that's another way. You can catch out the Tinker and try and kill him multiple times, or you could just keep all the lanes pushing and push down towers very rapidly. And if you can take out all the tier 1s and tier 2s, Tinker, I mean, even if he does have that Boots of Travel and Blink Dagger and some of those extra items, he's still going to have a hard time finding farm, and the rest of the team will as well. Goddamn, going to be found here by Havos. Quick cleanup for him. As these poor intelligence heroes are just left to waste up against an anti-mage.
Yeah. It's just going to be really interesting, though, to see who wins this late game, AM or PL. I'm looking forward to it. As well as the Phoenix now. Gork's just picking up his Midas, so that's good. But I'm with you. I think he does need a BKB, just a team fight. But at the same time, how are they supposed to siege these towers when Tinker's using his March Theory comes? Coming now, it might be a little bit too late. He doesn't have his Blink Dagger. Could be in trouble if he dodges this trap. Oh, he has the haste turn on Dendi though.
Dendi chases back the Tinker and will kill the incoming creep wave. Just make sure that the Tinker can't TP into the tier 1 tower
Radiant's
again.
Bottom tower
They're just basically claiming the tier 1. They're laying down the flag saying, you know what, Tinker, you can't come back.
Blinked in bottom lane aggressively. Going down here.
Slowed down, another blink out. Unfortunately, the low cooldown of Blink will allow him to survive, plus the living armor. Pretty much outdoing any of the damage of the Fire Spirits. So they do end up claiming that tier 1 middle tower. Looks like HR going to try and claim the bottom tier. 4 or 5 minutes. All right. He's back. He's ready to go. Any other items? DK Phobos, of course, is going to go for that Aghanim Scepter. Already has the point booster and an Ogre Club as well. So he's getting there. But Navi have to make a decision. Do they want to defend this bottom tier 1 tower? Doesn't look like it. They're not going to try and force that fight. Instead, they're going to go for a tier 2 at top lane, where Dendi, with that freshly minted Desolator, is going to push it, as well as Avos pushing in the middle lane. If they can get 2 towers, or even just this middle tier 1, which is a really good controlling tower for the Tinker, it's pretty necessary to keep that one up for a while. if they can actually take that down, it'll still be a decent trade-off. Appo gonna go down to top lane, falls again, godlike for Dendi. I'm not sure if he just TP'd in, thought he was gonna be fine.
As he TP'd in, and he couldn't blink up.
Dire's top tower has been
Tinker, outplayed.
So they will actually be able to get 2 towers. Tier 1 at the top lane, or the Tier 2 rather, does get denied by the Phoenix. This middle Tier 1 is also in deny range, but Hellraisers, with only Dread and Goddamn here,
Dire's middle tower,
they're not going to be able to save it.
Dire's middle
So
tower
Na'Vi
has fallen.
building that net worth even more. 6,000 gold lead for them, 7,500 experience as they just keep on steamrolling all of these towers. Thanks in part to the Desolator pickup of Dendi. He is going to be going BKB next time.
Middle tower is under
I think that's a really big misplay. All going to be dead here, but
has he gotten up a single supernova? No, I haven't seen it. Taneko's going to be blown up. Oh, the swap, and does that give him enough time with the living armor? I think it does. Skyrim Mage throws down the ultimate, does some damage, but not enough to a single target. Ice Blast in order to stop HR from diving in too deep. Supernova goes off, but
that was not a good supernova.
Na'Vi were already backing up. They weren't going to turn around and deal with that egg at all.
I think that was a really big misplay coming in from Appo on the top lane, because we saw him TP bottom and then he went to the top. He could have already been set up for top lane to deep push it, and they lost that tier 2, then they lost that tier 1 mid. So I think it's kind of on him, and then getting picked off like that, you can't get picked off at this stage of the game as Tinker. And that's the most crucial thing, because you're trying to keep up farm with anti-mage and the TA. One death sets you back about, I would say, 2,000-3,000 gold and a lot of map control, just because of how crucial these next few minutes are. So, I think just that hurts them a lot, and well, that Phoenix fought back during that fight 2 cap, so it's not looking good for Hellraisers right here.
No, it certainly doesn't look like a good game for HR fans. This could be a quick 2-0 with the way Na'Vi are leading right now. And this is actually the this match is one of the upper bracket semifinals. So whoever wins this will actually move on to one of the 2 different upper bracket finals, because there are multiple slots to ESL One Frankfurt. There are 2 different upper bracket finals. The winner of this will actually go and face on Alliance. So we could see Na'Vi versus Alliance for the first upper bracket final. The other upper bracket final is also going to be determined today. It is going to be VP or Aces Polar, who moved on beating Ninjas and Pajamas earlier, and they are going to face the winner of tonight's second match, which is Empire versus Tinker.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those games. We'll see who comes out ahead. Yeah, they're still not out of it, Hellraisers, in this game, but they're definitely falling behind. Just because, yeah, PL definitely cannot keep up farm, and you know, even Dendi's out farming the most just because he's 9-0, already picking up a BKB. This is mamma mia.
Yeah, taking the record for the highest net worth in 20 minutes. Yeah, he's sitting at 700 gold per minute right now. Pretty insane farm for Dendi. That's what happens when you leave a Templar Assassin to do pretty much whatever she wants in that middle lane, and even allow her a really good start with multiple kills on the Tinker.
That was great rotations from Sonico earlier. Just setting up all this, just really well played from him. I think he's been definitely a standout last game with his Tuskar, and this game as well with his bench. He hasn't even had to save anybody yet. I mean, they don't even have disables from Hellraisers, but if they had some, I'm sure Sonica would be there just to swap them. So.
Right. Haste! Roshan is... Well, I haven't actually seen the timer, but the potential timer is going to come up now. 3 minutes, so a long Roshan. Not sure if that actually favors Hellraisers or not. I think the later Roshan is probably good for them. Yeah, Appo gets picked off bottom lane. They're going to go for Sineko, but they don't have stuns. TP out easily for Sineko. And while they push down or try to push down this tier 2 tower, living armor is creating problems. Na'Vi will go ahead and take this middle tier 2 with Dendi's Desolator.
You know, it's like we're watching a game against a Bloodseeker, and there's just 5 Bloodseekers right now on Hellraiser's side.
Radiant
I don't
structures
understand how
are
you win Dota
fortified.
games without having a single
Radiant's
stun,
bottom
but
tower
it's
is
not
under
the formula of this game, and TP's
Artez, well, they actually get the cold feet on the right one. Dendi is going to lock him down with a good melt strike on the right-hand side. They get off the supernova plus the overgrowth, and the stun will actually go off, but it's not enough to really force Na'Vi back too much. They're still going to search for, try and get whatever pickoffs they can, but unfortunately, HR managed to all TP out. They do lose the Phantom Lancer in the process. Don't get that tier 2 tower, which is now going to be healed up by the living armor. Hellraiser scrambling for control in this match. Can't even get some towers.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing Havos bullying down this bottom lane. And yeah, they can't even kill him.
The attempt at a deny there, but the glyph goes out at the same time. Coming in.
Oh,
he's
not even scared.
No. I mean, we're going to see Yule Scepter for the Tinker, which does give you a lot more defensive capabilities, but it's still not the disable that you're really looking for.
And he still doesn't even have it. I mean, he needs 300 gold. He could get picked off right here, but he's not going to. And Tree, this is where I just say it's kind of like over for Hellraisers. They had a great time of shutting him down top lane, 0-4 for Phobos. He's been doing his job keeping towers alive, and with this being picked up, Ags now, I'm just not seeing any control coming out from Hellraisers. Just gonna have to like defend their high ground, wait for Havos to get 6 slotted, wait for freaking Dendi to get 6 slotted.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple, straightforward process for Na'Vi in this game. Yeah, I'm not sure what that Yule Scepter is really going to do for you too much on the Tinker. They do have a Manta that's coming up for Artez. I mean, he's the only one who's giving me hope for Hellraisers, and it's a very small hope. He's still 6k behind the Havos Animage and 7k behind Dendi's Templar Assassin.
Radiant's middle
That's a
tower
good amount of
is under
AoE.
attack.
Bottom lane, they find Van's core, but they can't actually even get that kill. It just TP's out again. How many times have I said that phrase? TP's out before they end up dying. Just Na'Vi always having the...
You know, Dendi's about to go like 1v5 here.
Oh yeah, he really is. Dread, he moves a little bit to the right. Yeah, he wanted that melt strike. He isn't going to get it. Waits for the second melt strike and will two-shot the Skywrath Mage.
Yep. And he's now picking up his Manta style. I wonder what his next item is. I don't know if he needs to go butterfly for PO. He can't go satanic because he has the desolator. Oh, then the one shot.
Jesus.
Didn't even have time to dive.
He's hitting for 200 damage a hit already, and that's without looking at mana break. So they're gonna go for the second Aegis now.
What do you think Dendi gets here?
I don't know. Do you want to finish off the Manta? I'm already looking at. Oh, he already does that. Jesus.
And
MKB
too.
for more
Phobos
right
could be
click damage.
picked up. Oh, he doesn't have mana for a TP. Good job, Phobos.
Yeah, Phobos does get picked off. At the same time, they get the Skywrath Mage in the middle lane. We saw that dive. They do get another tier 2, and they're just going to keep on going. Almost like, whatever, I've got Manta, Battle Fury, plus a heart.
Blink on the Tinker. Oh, he's got He's not that manly.
Ice Blast.
Oh, Blink on the Tinker and Manta. I guess he's just waiting for his mana void.
Trying to output as much damage onto the tower. Not worried about hero kills, just raw objective gaming here.
This isn't Havos, man. This is not Havos.
Seneco's actually having to deal with the Phantom Lancer in the top lane. They're trying to go for that tier 2, but it looks like they'll be able to back off, defend that tier 2, and then heal it back up with the living armor. Problem is, there's just HR mid to towers. They can't get that gold rolling in, and they're just going to fall farther and farther behind Na'Vi. Especially as now some of the last tier 2 and tier 3 towers start falling.
Well, Dendi's getting an orchid. I was saying refresher, but I don't think it can be a refresher. I mean, what are you going to refresh? You could refresh your refraction, and no, that could...
You refresh BKB and Manta as well. Yeah, he's got refresher. All right, Card.
No!
A 6-slotted, 27.5-minute Templar Assassin with refresher.
That's kind of cool. I think Refresher is the 6th item. I don't know if he could have gotten it next, but yeah, you always want to refresh the BKBs, as you're saying, in these games. Artists could be in trouble here. I like it.
Yeah, they don't have anybody really looking for this kill. Dendi's just pushing back the lane. Just taking a decent amount of defusal. Affo, he's just got to be so aggressive with his blinks. He doesn't really have an option. He can't afford to let Na'Vi claim map control. So he's got to sit in these situations where he could easily be blinking into an Ice Blast, into a Wave of Terror out from that Vengeful Spirit. Bottom lane of both. Well, again, they don't have any control, so what really are they going to do? You'll Scepter him forever? That's one play.
And that's the play.
Yeah. They get like one hit from Artez, burn some mana, You'll Scepter, and then just rinse and repeat that until he runs out of mana.
Well, did Dendi put the Midas back on the current?
Top lane, they're going to go for the kill on VanScore. And this will be a quick and easy pickup. Goddamn, he pops the ultimate, which finishes off the Ancient Apparition, but also sees Dendi's rotations in from their own jungle.
Well, they are holding out, you know, a little bit here and there. And, well, Havos is going for the Butterfly. I thought he might go for the Abyssal, but that would be his next item of choice. And, well, he's still not getting a BKB, so the laser still supplies the miss chance. You still have the Phantom Lamps are going to be burning his mana. Yeah, you also have these annoying Fire Spirit burns. So him not going a BKB is nice, so he can get the heart, so he can always just constantly keep coming back, because there's really no way they can kill him. But not having the BKB, yeah, he's not going to be outputting as much DPS. He's going to have mana problems, attack speed problems. I don't know if I would like to see him go BKB still. Do you think it's necessary? I don't think it's really necessary.
I think when you're this far ahead, like, BKB is one of those items that you kind of like maybe need to go in the mid game if the game is pretty close, but if you're way far out ahead, I don't think it's necessary. You get other items to tank up. And now, the attempt at a push in from Na'Vi. Doesn't really care too much about the margins for Team. Blink forward, easily gets that range back. Gets rid of the silence as well. Dendi popping his own BKB in order to deal with the melee racks. And Hellraisers, well, they may push back and defend their melee racks for a little while, but I just see that eventually Na'Vi won't have an issue with Hellraisers at all. On top of that, they've yet to get themselves a gem or a hatchet on the side of Hellraisers, so all the while this is going on, DK Phobos is getting more vision
Dire's top tower is under
from all sides in the forest.
And they still don't have the... And they can always do this split push. They have no stuns to stop the enemies, and then go back in mid.
Oh, Gorans get swapped in. They do get the kill onto Sineko, but Havos just took out the Tinker quite easily. Back over to the middle lane. Ice Blast catches Dread. Well, actually, Force Staff will help him survive, but goddamn, instead becomes the victim. Oh, the missed percentage dance there from the laser. That 100% works out to their favor. They do end up getting the Zeus anyway with that Ice Blast. Na'Vi will now focus on the top lane, and Hellraisers are just showing, hey, they've got nothing. It's 31 minutes into this game. We were talking about them taking control in like 60 minutes. But Na'Vi farmed up so quickly that they managed to get a 6-slotted Templar Assassin practically by the 31-minute marker. And pretty much the same goes for the Animage.
Yeah, it's just not looking good. I don't know what it comes down to. Probably the lack of stuns, I would say, is the biggest fault of Hellraisers this game, and just allowing Dendi to do whatever he wants middle. But
yeah.
BKB, he said they popped his refresh run, Dendi. I mean, that's just how far ahead. He doesn't even need to be scared at all.
I mean, drafting-wise, when it comes down to control, there is none for Hellraisers. And if the Tinker is shut down, which Na'Vi read, like, if we shut down the Tinker, there's nothing to happen. Supernova goes off, quickly cleared up by Dendi and Havos. They now turn on to goddamn, quickly wiped out by a Meld Strike. Affo is trying to defend with March of the Machines, but Dendi and Havos just don't really care. They've got more than enough stats to deal with that measly points of damage. Affo will fall. Double kill beyond godlike spree for Dendi, and there it is. Hellraisers finally call it 2-0. Na'Vi will move on to the upper bracket finals. One more match. If they manage to beat out Alliance, they will be qualifying for ESL One Frankfurt. So big congratulations to them. Hellraisers still have a shot to make their way back through, but it's going to be through the lower bracket where they will be waiting for their opponents probably for the next 4 or 5 days. As we still have a lot of lower bracket matches to get through, but we're not done for the night just yet. Sure, Na'Vi take out Hellraisers 2-0.